Children, let us continue the chapter Surface Areas and Volumes. Now, let us solve the exercise 1 of the chapter, and here the instruction is to take pi equals 22 by 7. Pi equals 22 by 7. Unless stated otherwise, take pi equals 22 by 7. The first question is, two cubes each of 64 cm cube volume are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting solid. Two cubes of equal volume, and what is the volume of each cube? Volume of each cube is 64 cm cube. Two cubes are joined end to end, and what is the resulting solid? If two cubes are joined end to end, you will get a solid of shape cuboid. You will get a solid of shape cuboid, and we have to find the surface area of the resulting solid, surface area of the cuboid, which is formed by joining two cubes of volume 64 cm cube. Now, to find the volume of the cuboid, we need length, breadth and height. Here, to get the length, breadth and height of the cuboid formed, we must find the side of the cube. We must find the edge of the cube. And let us see next what happens. Now, you take the solution here. Let the length of edge of a cube be length of edge of cube equals B, or you take A centimeter, B or A centimeter. Let us take A centimeter, and volume is given, that is 64 cm cube. You know the formula to find the volume of cube is V equals A cube, that equals what is given 64, or you write V equals A cube cm cube equals 64 cm cube, or without writing cm cube you can write 64. So A cube equals 64. Now you know that A equals, here A cube equals 64 is a cube of 4. You know that 64 equals 4 cube, 4 into 4 into 4. Therefore you write 4 cube, because you write 64 equals 4 cube. Then take the cube root on both the side. Cube root of A cube equals cube root of 4 cube, and you will get A equals 4, that is in centimeter. So you got the length of the edge of each cube is 4 centimeter. Here A you got A equals 4 centimeter. Here also A equals 4 centimeter. Now we have to find the volume of the resulting solid, that is cuboid. Now to find the volume of the cuboid, length, breadth and height are required. Now here cuboid is formed by joining two cubes of edge A. Then what happens to the length, breadth and height of the cuboid, which is formed by joining the two cubes of the edge A? You know that here height and breadth will not change. Height remains A only, and breadth also remains A only. But here length becomes A plus A. That is, A means here you got 4, here also you got 4, but L is 4 plus 4 equals 8 you got. Here you got 4 plus 4 equals 8. Then you write, for resulting cuboid, L equals 4 plus 4 equals 8 centimeter, and B equals, that is A, that is 4 centimeter, and H equals 4 centimeter. H also equals to 4 centimeter. Then surface area of the cuboid equals. Then surface area of cuboid equals 2 into L into B plus B into H plus H into L. 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Then you write that equals 2 into L is 8. 8 into 4 plus BH. B is 4. H is also 4. 4 into 4 plus H into L. H is 4. L is 8. Then it becomes 2 into 8 fours are 32 plus 4 fours are 16 plus 8 fours are 32. That equals, what is the sum of 32 plus 16 plus 32? 32 plus 32 is 64. 64 plus 16 is 80. So it is 2 into 80. That equals 160 cm square. Area of the resulting cuboid is 160 cm square. Now the second question is, a vessel in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. The diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter and the total surface area of the vessel is 13 centimeter. Find the inner surface area of the vessel. In this question, it is given that vessel is in the form of hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. See, here there is a hollow hemisphere. It is mounted by hollow cylinder. It is a vessel with hemispherical base which is mounted by the cylindrical portion. And what is given here? Diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter. Diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter. Then that is also the diameter of the cylinder. Then what is the radius of the hemisphere and radius of the cylinder? That is 14 by 2, you will get 7. So here the radius is 7. And the total height of the vessel is given. That is how much? From this to bottom to top, the height is given 13 centimeter. Then what is the height of the cylindrical portion? The height of the cylindrical portion is 13 minus 7. 13 minus 7 equals 6 centimeter. Now here what you have to find out? Find the inner surface area of the vessel. Here total surface area of the vessel is the sum of the area of the cylindrical portion plus area of the hemispherical portion. So we have to find the area of the surface area of the hemispherical portion and surface area of the cylindrical portion. So here you can get the surface area separately. After getting them you can add, or otherwise by writing the formula together with the sum you can find the total surface area here. So that is left for you, which is convenient for you. You can follow that method. Now you take the solution here. Then diameter for both cylindrical portion and hemispherical portion, the diameter is same. So you take diameter, or you write in short D equals, that is the diameter is given, how much it is? 14 centimeter, and R equals 14 by 2, that is D by 2. You know that radius is half of the diameter, therefore R equals 14 by 2, you will get 7 centimeter. And if you want to find the surface area of each part separately, then you take the cylindrical portion. For cylindrical part, here you know the surface area of the cylinder. What is the formula to find the surface area of the cylinder? That is 2 pi RH. 2 pi RH, and R is here the same, that is 7 centimeter, and H is, you know that the total height of the vessel is 13 centimeter minus its radius of the hemispherical portion. Then the height of the cylinder becomes 13 minus 7 equals 6 centimeter. So you write R equals 7 centimeter and H equals 13 minus 7 equals 6 centimeter. How you got it? Why you have to subtract 7 from 13? The total height of the vessel is 13 centimeter, and in that height we have to remove the hemispherical portion. So we have to subtract the radius of the hemispherical portion. So it is 13 minus 7. Then you got H equals 6 centimeter. Then you take CSA of hemisphere or inner surface area of cylindrical portion you take. First you take the cylindrical portion. Here you have taken H. Therefore you write the formula for the CSA of cylindrical portion. So you write here CSA of cylinder equals 2 pi RH, that equals 2 into 22 by 7 into 7 into 6. 7 7 cancels. You know that 2 22s are 44. 44 into 6, then you will get 6 4s are 24, 6 4s are 24 plus 2, 26 cm square you will get, cm square. That is for cylinder. Next for hemispherical part. For hemispherical part, R equals 7. Then you know the formula to find the CSA of hemisphere. CSA of hemisphere equal 2 pi R square, that equals 2 into 22 by 7 into R square means 7 into 7. Then 7 7 cancels. Then it becomes 2 22s are 44 into 7, you will get 7 4s are 28, to carry 7 4s are 28 plus 2, 308 cm square. 308 cm square. Then you take, so inner surface area of vessel equals what is that? Vessel equals inner surface area of cylindrical part or hollow cylinder plus inner surface area of hemisphere. Then it is equals what? What is the inner surface area of the cylinder? You got it. How much? 264 cm square. 264 cm square plus inner surface area of hemispherical part, that is 308 cm square. Then what is the sum of 264 and 308? That is 8 plus 4 12. So you will get 572. That equals what? 572 cm square. Therefore you write, therefore inner surface area of vessel equals 572 cm square. And let us discuss about the second method, which is convenient for you. You can follow that second method. Together you can do that. What is that? Inner surface area of here you have to take separately. So you take R equals what? D by 2, that is 14 by 2 equals 7 centimeter, and H equals, that is for cylinder it is required, H is that you got here 13 minus 7 equals 6 centimeter. Then you write inner surface area of vessel equals inner surface area of cylinder plus inner surface area of hemisphere. That is inner surface area of cylinder formula, that you know, 2 pi RH plus this is 2 pi R square. The inner surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi R square. Then you can remove 2 pi and R outside. In the bracket you will get H plus R. Then you substitute the values, 2 into 22 by 7 into R is 7, into H is 6 plus 7, then 7 cancels, 2 22s are 44, into 6 plus 7 is, that is 13. Then you find the product of 44 and 13. 13 4s are 52, and 13 4s are 52 plus 5, 57. So you got 572 cm square. Here in the second method we got it in the combined form, and in the first method here you done separately. You got the area of the cylindrical portion and hemispherical portion separately, and after you got the sum of the two areas. Third question. A toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 cm mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. The total height of the toy is 15.5 cm. Find the total surface area of the toy. Here, what is the radius of the hemisphere? That is 3.5, and total height of the toy is, that is from this point to this point, is how much? That is 15.5 centimeter. And then what is the height of the conical portion? That is 15.5 minus 3.5 equals 12 centimeter. Then the total surface area of the toy is sum of the curved surface area of the cone and curved surface area of the hemisphere. You can find the curved surface area of cone and hemisphere separately, then you can add, or otherwise togetherly you can get the total surface area by taking the combined formula. So let us solve by two methods. First one, you take the solution and here you take for conical portion. For conical portion, here what is H? H equals 15.5 minus 3.5, that equals 12 centimeter, and R is given, that is 3.5 centimeter. To find the curved surface area of the cone, slant height L is required, so you find L. After that find CSA of the cone. Then what is L? L equals square root of h square plus r square. Here if height and radius of the cone are given, then by using the formula L equals square root of h square plus r square, you will get the slant height. Then L equals square root of h square plus r square. Then you write here h is 12 square plus 3.5 whole square. Then L equals square root of 12 square plus 3.5 whole square. 12 square is 144 plus 3.5 into 3.5. 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15 plus 2, 17 plus 5 3s are 15, 3 3s are 9 plus 1, 10. Then you will get 12 plus 5, 12. That is 12.25. 12.25. And you will get the sum of these two is 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 1 is 5. That is 156.25. Then you write 156.25. Here 1 ones are 1 plus 1 2, then 56. Then you write here you will get 20 22 twos are 44. Then what is remaining? 12. Here you add 2, 24 you will get. 2 5 you take point, and you know that you can take 2 4 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 5s are 20 plus 2, 22. 5 2s are 10 plus 12 you will get 5 5. Therefore L equals square root of 156.25 is 12.5 cm. Now get the CSA of the cone. CSA equals what? Pi RL, that equals pi is 22 by 7. CSA of cone you write here. CSA of cone equals pi into R into L. 22 by 7 into R is the radius. Radius is 3.5. Radius is 3.5 into L. L is the slant height. You got it 12.5. Then you take 7 ones are 7.5 are. Then 22 5s are 120. 22 into 0.5 is 11 into 12.5. Then you will get 12.5 into 11. 11 5s are 55. 11 2s are 22 plus 5 27. 11 ones are 11 plus 2 13. That is 137.5 is the CSA of the cone. Next for hemisphere. For hemisphere you take R equals same radius, that is 3.5. Then CSA of hemisphere equals CSA of hemisphere equals 2 pi r square, that equals 2 into 22 by 7 into r square is 3.5 into 3.5. 7 ones are 7.5s are. 2 into 24 is 44. Then 35 5s are. 5 5s are 25. 5 3s are 15 plus 2 17. Then you write into, what is that? 1.75. Then you take 175 into 44. That is 5 4s are 20, 7 4s are 28 plus 2 30, and 4 1s are 4 plus 3 7. Again also it is 700. You will get 7700. That is 77.00, 77 cm square. Therefore, you write TSA of tau equals, what is that? CSA of cone plus CSA of hemisphere. CSA of cone plus CSA of hemisphere, that equals CSA of cone you got 137.5, 137.5 plus then CSA of hemisphere is 77. Then you write 137.5 plus 77, that is 7 plus 7 14, 7 plus 1 8, 8 plus 3 11, that is 214.5, 214.5 cm square. Or in the other way, without finding the CSA of cone and CSA of the hemisphere separately, in combined form you can find the total surface area of the toy. So you take or second method. In both the method we have to find the value of L. That is, after getting the L, you can use any one of the method, either this method or the second method. In that case, what is you have to do? TSA. You can follow any one of the method. TSA of tau equals same CSA of cone plus CSA of hemisphere. CSA of cone. CSA of cone, you write the formula, that is pi r L plus CSA of hemisphere 2 pi r square. Then pi, here r are same, radius is same, so you can directly write the same symbol for the radius, that is r. Otherwise you have to take different r's. Then you write phi r, and what is remaining here? If you removed pi r as a common, in the bracket you will get L plus, here 2 is remaining, and again r is remaining in r square, 2r. So TSA of tau equals phi value take 22 by 7 into r. R is the radius, that is 3.5. L is 12.5 plus 2 into r is 3.5. That equals 7 1s are 7.5s are 22 5s are. Again you know that 22 5s are 110. 22 into 0.5 is 11 into 12.5 plus 3.5 into 2 is 7. Then you take 11 into 12 plus 7 is 19.5. Then you take 19.5 into 11. 11 5s are 55, and 11 9s are 99 plus 5 104. 11 1s are 11 plus 10 you will get 214 here. 214. So you write 214.5 cm square. So here in the first method, here we got, after getting L, you can follow this method. That is, first let us find the area of cone and hemisphere separately. After that you can add them, or otherwise after finding L, here in both the methods we have to find out L only, and after getting L, write the combined formula, then you will get the total surface area of the cone directly. Now the fourth question, what is that question? A cubical block of side 7 cm is surmounted by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter the hemisphere can have? Find the surface area of the solid. Here there is a cube and it is surmounted by the hemisphere. Cubical block is surmounted by a hemisphere, and what is the side of the cube? Side of the cube is 7 cm. Then the greatest diameter of the hemisphere must be equals to the side of the cube, that is equals to 7 cm. And how will you get the surface area of the solid here? You know that surface area of the solid is equals to the surface area of the cubical block, that is the external surface area of the cubical block, and in that here 6a square minus, here we have to subtract the area of the base of the hemisphere, that is 5r square. 5r square nothing but 5 into the radius is 7 by 2 whole square plus curved surface area of the hemisphere you will get. Therefore, here you write the solution. What is given here? Side of the cubical block is given. Side of the cubical block equals 7 cm, and the greatest diameter of the hemisphere must be equals to the side of the cubical block. You write that one. Greatest diameter of the hemisphere equals side of the cubical block. Side of the cubical block, that equals 7 cm. Here the diameter of the hemisphere is equals to, it is asked that what is the greatest diameter. The greatest diameter will be equals to the side of the cube, so it must be equals to 7 cm. Now let us consider the greatest diameter 7 cm, and the radius of the hemisphere becomes 7 by 2. And therefore you will get r equals 7 by 2 and a equals, that is the edge of the cubical block, a equals 7 cm. Then here we have to find the surface area of the solid, and surface area of the solid is equals to the external surface area of the cubical block. External surface area means area of these 6 faces plus the surface area which is not covered by the hemisphere, that is nothing but a square minus the area of the base of the hemisphere. So totally the external surface area of the cubical block becomes 6a square minus 5r square. Therefore you write surface area of the solid equal external surface area of the cubical block. Why you have to write the external surface area? Because some part of the area is covered by the hemisphere. Therefore, we have to consider the external surface area of the cubical block. External surface area of cubical block plus surface area of the hemisphere. So that equals, here external surface area of the hemisphere equals what? Area of surface area of cubical block minus area of base of the hemisphere plus CSA of hemisphere. Here the external surface area of cubical block is this much. Surface area of cubical block minus area of base of the hemisphere. Then that equals surface area of cubical block is 6a square minus area of the base of the hemisphere is 5r square plus CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square. Then you will get 6a square plus 5r square. Here minus 5r square plus 2 5r square is, you will get 5r square. Then that equals 6 into a is 7 centimeter. You write 7 square plus 5 is 22 by 7. R is 7 by 2 into 7 by 2. Then you write that equals 6 into 7 square is 49 plus 7 cancels, 2 1s are 2 11s are. Then you will get 77 by 2. 77 by 2. Then 6 into 49, 6 9s are 54, 5, 6 4s are 24, 24 plus 5 is 29. 294 plus 77 by 2 is 77 divided by 2, that is 2 3s are 6, 1 7, 2 8s are 16, 1 0. So then you write 38.5. Then it is equals to 294 plus 38.5. Then you will get 8 plus 4 12, 3 plus 1 4 plus 9 13, 2 plus 1 3. So you got 332.5 cm square. 332.5 cm square, that is the surface area of the solid. Therefore you write surface area of the solid equals 332.5 cm square. Now the fifth question. A hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. Diameter of the hemisphere is equals to the edge of the cube, that equals to L. Determine the surface area of the remaining solid. See here, a hemispherical shaped depression is cut out, and we have to find the surface area of the remaining solid. It is given that diameter of the hemisphere is L, and also you know that is equals to the edge of the cube. Therefore you take the solution here. Edge of the cube equals L, and diameter of the hemisphere is also equals to L. Equals L. And what is the radius of the hemisphere? Radius of the hemisphere equals L by 2. Radius of the hemisphere equals L by 2. Now here hemispherical portion is cut out, that is the area of the remaining solid we have to find out, and you know that here the area of the remaining solid is the external surface area of the solid and plus the surface area of the curved surface area of the hemisphere. The total surface area of the remaining solid is equals to the surface area of the cubical block and minus, here you know that on the upper side of the cubical block circular shape is removed, so we have to subtract that area of the circular shape and plus the curved surface area of the hemisphere. Therefore you write surface area of the remaining solid equals surface area of the remaining solid equals, what is that? Surface area of, you take the external surface area, external surface area of cubical wooden block, cubical block plus CSA of hemisphere, hemispherical mold it is, hemisphere. Then external surface area of cubical block is equals to 6a square minus area of the circular base, that is 5r square, plus CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Here the external surface area of a cubical block is this much, 6a square minus 5r square, and CSA of the hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Then again you can have 6a square minus 5r square plus 2 pi r square is plus 5r square, plus 5r square. So it is 6 into edge of the cube, A you can have L square plus 5 you write, and R is the radius, this is the diameter, this is the A, so here R is equals to L by 2, that is L by 2 whole square, that equals what? 6L square plus pi L square by 4. Pi L square by 4. Then you can remove L square common, and in the bracket what will remain, or otherwise you take the LCM here. What is the LCM? LCM is 4 and it becomes 24 L square plus pi L square. 6 4s are 24. That equals, then you remove L square common, L square by 4 outside. In the bracket what is remaining? 24 is remaining here, plus here what is remaining? Pi is remaining. 24 plus pi. Therefore write surface area of remaining solid equals L square by 4 into pi plus 24. L square by 4 into pi plus 24. Here L value is not given, so we have to express this in terms of L only.